Well, as the snow starts to melt, the possibility of mudslides roll in again for Glenwood Canyon. We saw the canyon close a few times last summer because of weather concerns, not to mention semi-truck crashes that happened this winter. Now, when those closures happen, drivers desperate to get through start turning to alternative routes, some of which really should not be used. Our Mountain Newsroom reporter Spencer Wilson joining us live. And Spencer, CDOT now looking at safety improvements for Cottonwood Pass just before the canyon, but not so people can use it as a detour.
Kelly, it's a really weird fine line. Yes, they're going to make improvements to safety for Cottonwood Pass in a couple different spots, which theoretically would help those people who use it as a detour when the canyon closes. But they don't want them to use it as a detour when the canyon closes. So it's kind of a weird situation.
There's a big difference between the two roads, I-70 and Cottonwood Pass.
It's an interstate, and Cottonwood Pass is a network of county roads, so that wouldn't be safe nor feasible.
So imagine, if you will, a semi-truck driver trying to cut across steep, winding dirt roads that snake up and down. It's just not going to happen. For the drivers CDOT does want on the pass, they want it to be safer.
A common option would be smoothing a curve or making it so that a curve isn't as sharp. That way, travelers can see around the curve a little bit more easily, and usually then the road is a little bit wider, so that it's not that you're encountering the oncoming traffic right at the sharp curve in a surprise moment, making it so that it's easier to travel around that location and avoid crashes.
Speed is a factor too, as it always is.
Especially when there's a closure and people who are not locals are trying to make time because they've been surprised by a closure.
And these are county roads. CDOT really doesn't have to help improve them. But the state recognizes the weird, unintentional burden the locals suddenly deal with when people foolishly try to take the path when I-70 is closed.
With the advent of a lot more outside traffic using Cottonwood Pass as an unofficial detour, that has been a significant factor in prompting this review of safety improvements.
Now, CDOT says that they are still taking suggestions for those safety improvements on Cottonwood Pass, but they really want to just hear from locals. They're not trying to hear from people on the Front Range in terms of how they can make the detour that they're not supposed to be using in the first place better for them. Live from the Mountain Newsroom, Spencer Wilson covering Colorado First.
Yeah, local input is important. Spencer, thank you so much.